Hello again, and welcome to another video where I share some information on my experiences selling on Etsy. This time I'm going over SEO and social media. Just a quick reminder that the information in this video is based on my experience, though I will try to be objective. I've done research on SEO and social media for several years now, but that doesn't mean what works for me will work for you, and vice versa. These are just my tips based on that research and my experience. So if something doesn't work out, keep trying different things and see where it goes. Okay, so let's start with the big one, SEO. This is really important to understand if you're selling online. So what is SEO? SEO stands for Search Engine Optimization. This is how to bring traffic to your page based on the key terms you use on your listing, and it's impacted by a website's algorithm and trending products. A website's algorithm, like Etsy, Google, or Instagram, studies user activity to arrange listings, posts, or tags based on popularity, or what the algorithm thinks a user will like based on their interests. I'll go over this a bit more later. For those starting out, you don't want to use only rare or odd words, and you don't want to use phrases that people aren't searching for because your items won't be seen as much. But you also don't want to use only common and basic terms because then your listing will be among thousands of other items. Let's look at an example. You can see when I search for bath salts, almost 40,000 results appear. But when I search for something else, like bath soak or bath detox, the numbers get smaller. This is the type of variety that will help your listing be seen. So how to find SEO terms for your listing? You can find a variety and good balance of terms a few ways. First off, never guess what terms are popular, because there could be terms you don't think of that are worth adding. One way to find terms is to use a SEO website that will generate popular searches for you. You can also go on Etsy and type words into the search bar that are related to your topic. Also search other websites that you don't sell on for more trends. Now that you know how to find SEO terms, let's go over how they affect your listings. You'll want to use the key terms you find in your titles, descriptions, and tags. And here's some tips that will help you. The first few words in your title are the most important. Your listing will appear higher in search results if you use similar words in your title and tags. You can use words more than once, and one tag can have several words. Use all your tags and use lowercase letters for tags. Another tip is that more variety in your products means more variety in SEO terms. For example, let's say someone knits and they only make hats. This limits their SEO to hats. But if other items are added, like gloves, scarves, ear warmers, and so on, then this will create more variety in search results. Also, on your listing, use specific categories, add attributes, and use the description, as these can be useful like tags and key terms. Here's an example from my second Etsy shop called Para Paper. You'll see that the tags are in similar order to the title. Also note that the title uses capital letters and the tags are all lowercase. Etsy usually says to avoid using long titles with a lot of key terms because customers don't like it, but I think most people don't care, and more terms is ideal for SEO. If you're still struggling to bring traffic to your page, then here are a few more recommendations. Change up your key terms. Look over your shop's statistics and see what key terms are popular and where traffic is coming from. Improve your listings with high-quality photos and a variety of products. You can also build and share on social media, which is what I'll be talking about next. Many people that run shops on Etsy also have at least one social media account to help share their products. There's a lot of benefits to having a social media account. People can contact you about your products, customers can tag you in posts, you can connect with other shop owners, and new customers can find your shop. There are also some drawbacks to social media. One is that social media adds more work and needs to be updated consistently, which might take up a lot of time for some people. Also, I have heard complaints from people about having their designs or ideas stolen, and I've actually encountered a few people who closed their social media accounts because of this. Sadly, that's the internet. It's a place where many people are trying to get noticed or make money, and this goes for Etsy as well. I don't condone this behavior in any way. Just know wherever you post, there is a chance your ideas will be taken, whether it's copyrighted or not. But don't let this stop you if you're really passionate about creating. You can report items on Etsy if something is being stolen, but intellectual copyrights don't apply outside the US. My advice is to not get hung up over things that are outside of your control. Look into intellectual property guidelines. And I also highly recommend editing your photos so they have your social media username or Etsy name on them. Also keep in mind that having a social media account might not lead to sales. So if you're someone who struggles with social media, then it might be more work than it's worth. Another con of social media is spammers and scammers. Social media is swarming with spam accounts, and just know that any account that tells you that they will help your page grow or sell you followers is lying and is a scam. Never under any circumstances buy followers. It is a waste of your money because every follower that you pay for will be a fake or inactive account. And it also encourages these accounts to keep scamming people. Social media is a great way to connect with people and other businesses, but it can also be a curse as it makes people desire more attention and want to obtain the high follower count. So they buy followers to create this false reality in their head. This will not help your page grow because you're paying for fake accounts and you will not receive impressions on your posts, which is what matters. It's very easy to tell when someone buys followers because an account with thousands of followers should have more than 20 likes on a post. Just be careful out there and don't waste your hard-earned money on scam accounts. Now that I've gone on enough about the pros and cons of social media, the question raises, is it essential? Honestly, it depends. In my experience, my social media accounts make up a very small percentage of my shop's views and visits, and Etsy brings more than 80% of my sales. So if you're not into social media, it isn't necessarily essential. Now, if you have a strong social media page, meaning you have hundreds or thousands of real followers, you have activity on your posts, and your social media page brings you sales, then you really can do things however you want. You might not even need to worry about SEO if this is the case for you. If your products are aesthetically pleasing and you create quality photos, then your page is more likely to grow. If your goal is to use social media to gain business, then here's a few tips that might help. Let's start with the basics for setting up a social media account. After you approve your shop name on Etsy, try to have a social media username close to your shop. This will help people find your shop and your social media accounts. You'll need an icon. I recommend something readable and eye-catching. There's also usually a bio where you can put information about your shop or yourself. And what's essential here is including a link to your shop, preferably so it's clickable. For my second shop, Parapaper, my Instagram has a direct link. but on my ripple effects page, I use a link tree, which is great if you have more than one link that you want to share. For posts, you'll want to use quality photos and videos, and you'll want to have a variety. My tip is to turn up the brightness on photos and to film vertically for videos. For the description, try to have more words. You'll want to invite engagement and comments, like asking questions, and also tell people where to find your products. For tags on a post, you can usually use 30. Most people say to use all 30 tags, but mainly you want to use tags that people are going to search for. And you don't want to use the same tags over and over again. Now I'll talk a little bit about dashboards and the algorithm. Most social media platforms show people posts based on what the algorithm thinks they want to see. So just because you post something doesn't mean it'll be shown to your followers, which is the most annoying and challenging part of social media. This is why playing the algorithm game is so important. So the algorithm, here's what you need to know about social media. If you don't understand the algorithm, your page won't likely go anywhere. The algorithm isn't just Zuckerberg's way to force his will onto others and corporate greed pushing top users, but a lot of it is for combating spam accounts. Sites like Instagram and TikTok will hide your posts if you look like spam. So overall, what you want to do is avoid looking like spam. To do this, you'll need to do a few things. First, follow and interact with other pages. Don't just log on to make a post and then leave. Don't use the same tags. Do not copy and paste your tags or use the same tags in each post. Make a variety of posts. Post more than just your product photos, like behind the scenes, process videos, how to use, and even personal posts. Post videos. Videos have become even more popular. I personally don't like watching videos on social media, and I think a lot of it is just unoriginal and regurgitated bits. That's just my opinion, but Instagram favors videos, and even Etsy pushes videos now with Etsy Explore. But this is one way to help your page get more variety. The key takeaway is to avoid looking like spam, so do not do the same thing over and over again. Alright, that concludes this Etsy video on SEO and social media. Overall, do research to find SEO terms. Change things up if something is not working out. Social media can help build your shop, but it isn't always essential. Don't buy into scam accounts. And avoid looking like spam on social media to help build your page. If you're looking for more information on building an Etsy shop, check out my other videos. Thanks for watching and take care.